some elephants yesterday, Mark. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah. That was it.
Drag on PC board something from my relation more drag on
also from the hyena.
That's not down to the end.
Yeah. Still no sign of rain on the concession, yeah? It's fairly cold up here. Still no sign of the other line tracks here. See if we can find any line tracks on other planes towards the north. It's very difficult to see where the trucks cut off from BHL access road this morning. So it was still quite dark when I came in this morning. Well, it looks like the track disappeared somewhere before Cindy Pitch the area. I presume that it's probably the Windmill Pride coming back from the north. The last time I hear about them, the trucks headed north to Bergshoek, following the large head of a buffalo that we had here in Western Gowrie a few days ago. And the large head, of buffalo moved into Manulek Reserve. The buffaloes move around a lot. They'll probably get up north into Kruger Park, Open Gate, or even into Mbavacha Reserve. Non-territorial animals. It's approaching 5 lanes, so a little bit of backup. So here's Barry.
Hi everybody, this is Tara in Final Control. Apologies for the signal breakup. I think he's going to be going through a signal breakup before he hits the better signal area again. Unfortunately, either side of where Karula was, we have a bit of signal breakup. So we're just going to watch the hippos for a little while until we get the picture back and hopefully get into the right area. There was a call through saying that the boys are possibly still with Karula and possibly still in the same area. So keep your fingers crossed that we're able to get there and view them. But do bear with us, enjoy the hippos, and we'll be back with you as soon as we can.
welcome back on the Giga. We're just off-road at the moment. Heading to see Garuda and the boys. Apparently one of the boys is up in the tree. You can see the boy sitting comfortably in a tree there. Two vehicles sighting at the moment, but looks like the car is pulling out. Oh. Good morning. How are you doing? Wonderful. That's an leopard guys, leopard here. Where are you going? Leopard here behind you. And you're running up in the tree. Oh, right.
Good.
Wonderful.
Good.
Good.
I just got the gun, this money, you know, yeah?
We just took 100 pictures.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. Say hello to Kansas.
Hello, Kansas.
Ellie.
Hello from Maine.
How are you? So you're fumbling.
I like to get to follow us in Ghana and Congo now.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, just give us a shot here. Enjoy. See you later. Ciao. We will do it. One, two, three. I'm just gonna go like that. There. So the whole family is here, yeah?
I'll probably come back again later.
He's up in a tree there. He's resting his head on the meat, using it as a pillow. It's about a second time gorilla hosted the kill in this tree. As far as I can remember.
This tree.
Yeah, it's the same tree. The bourbon tree. It was a long time ago, I think last year sometime. It's a perfect tree for a leopard to host the kill. Now, there are a couple of nice marula trees in the area where she could also host the kill, but this is one of her favorite trees in this area. Where we are at the moment. those who have just joined us, we are coming to you live from Jumagan Reserve in the South Beach Sand. And my name is Patrick, presenting this morning, and Mark behind the camera, and Tara on follow control. And if you get any questions, you can send it through to follow control safari.tv. Question from Cindy, wanting to know how often do the leopards hunt? Generally, the leopards hunt every 3 to 4 days or so. But they are very, very opportunistic animals, the leopards. Even if they've got a kill or well fed, and if something comes by and it's an easy target, they will give it a go. I've seen a leopard with over 3 different kills in the different areas. So that is sometimes possible. It was a young male impala. I can see the little horn sticking up there.
Just looking at the tail, it could be an issue up there.
Oh, yeah. Gorillas lying flat on the ground in front of us. You can also hardly see her. She's very, very well camouflaged. And there's also somewhere behind the bushes here. I can't see him. I saw him coming from a distance, and he got up and moved behind the bush. Morning, Stephen. Also welcome on board this morning. And Stephen wants to know if we do get black panthers in this area. The answer is no, Stephen. We didn't get them in this part of the world. In fact, I've never seen a black panther before. Shabri. Okay. So we're trying to go around the other side.
The light won't be as good, or we might get his head.
Yeah.
sunshine on this side.
Yeah, go. Yeah, looking at the tail, as Mark said, that must be Mishu up in the tree there, and it's lying down on the ground there, and closer to us, and then the other youngsters is also on the ground behind the bush, and they're both invisible at the moment as they're lying down in the long grass and thick bushes. And Bill wants to know how much the leopards weigh. Male leopards can weigh up to 80 kilos. And that must be the very, very big male leopard, weighing about 80 kilos. Oh, look at that now. Wow. And female leopards about 50 kilos, 40-50 kilograms. Like gorilla, for instance, might be weighing probably about between 40 and 45 kilos. Just gonna it sounds like the line tracks are going back north into Bevsuk. It looks like it had something. I can hear the woodpecker knocking on the wood way in the distance. Maybe also had the same thing. It's difficult to say. The trucks are back on Befsa cut line heading east away from Gowrie cut line. I'm thinking about the line tracks. Must be the same tracks that I saw on my way in this morning on Vehicle Access Road. So they must have been up to something last night, probably hunting. Yeah. to you, Larry. Larry asking about this leopards there, if they will, if they'll keep eating, even if they're full, and will they eat the whole carcass? And do I think this is the good team or a good family, and will gorilla keep the boys forever? No, she won't keep them forever, and I think there's been lots of speculation whether gorilla is going to release the boys soon or whenever. So it's just very difficult to guess when is she going to release the boys. But looking at the behavior now, and again they are spending less and less time together, so they might be getting to the stage where the boys will go their separate ways completely. So it can be any time, can be in the next 3-4 months, or can be another 6 months or so. As the boys are now approaching the age of 2 years. And yeah, they're going to stay in this area until the meat is finished. So they're very full at the moment, so they are busy digesting the food, and they'll keep feeding on it. The leopards aren't like cheetahs, and then when the cheetah is disturbed from the kill, and then and wouldn't come back to the carcass. I've seen many different cheetahs being disturbed from the carcass by humans or even the other animals, and they never return to the kill. So this leopard will stay until there's not much to feed on it. And they'll go to the nearest water source and drink water. Probably hang around the dam for a while before they can start looking for something to eat again. Another question. If you've got any other question. So it's very quiet and peaceful over here. Huh? Morning, Brian. Brian wants to know if there are any hyenas in this area. I think it's asking where the leopards are. There's no any sign of the hyenas as yet, Brian. And we didn't see any hyena tracks on Zawis Road or Impala Plains, that area. So obviously they haven't picked up the scent of the kill up in the tree there. And normally when the leopards do, when they kill something, before they drag it up in the tree, and they'll open up the stomach and take the stomach contents out just to make the carcass lighter to be able to drag it up into the tree, and after it has put the kill up in the tree, and then make sure that that the kill is secured up in the tree there, and then it will climb down the tree and then cover the stomach contents with the leaves or anything that they can find on the ground, or even the soil, just to try and prevent the smell from spreading around the area, to attract the other animals in the vicinity, especially the hyenas and the lions that often try and steal leopard kills. I've seen lions trying to steal leopard kills up in the trees, and they're not always successful in stealing the leopard kills up in the tree, because lions are not a very good tree climbers. The body and the pads aren't designed of climbing trees. And interestingly, what I've seen in the southern part of the South Sand, where there are many lions and many leopards and hyenas, and what the leopards tend to do, when they make a kill, and they will take it way up in a tree, about 10-12 meters off the ground. And the reason of doing that is because they've learned a very good lesson from lions climbing up in a tree and then steal the kills, especially at the same height as where gorilla hosted the impala. So I'll say that's about 5-6 meters off the ground. And again in that area, in the southern part of the South Sand, and the leopards don't take too long to drag the kill up into the trees, because there are many hyenas, many other leopards and lions, and when immediately the hyenas hear the commotion, and then they'll move into the area just to go and investigate, and 99.9% out of the time, and then it will be a leopard making a kill. And sometimes you don't have to follow the leopard tracks there to find the leopard. Just follow the hyenas if they're running into running somewhere, and you know that there might be the possibility of a leopard kill in that area, or even a lion kills. And gorilla has lost a few kills to the hyenas just by taking too long to take the kill up into a tree, because there aren't many hyenas in the area, and there aren't many other leopards or lions in the area. I've also seen the leopards up north in the Manyadetu Reserve feeding on the ground, because there is nothing to bother them, as there's a very, very low population of hyenas in that area. So the whole reason of taking the kills up into trees, not just the like to feed on the tree, it's just to keep it away from the other predators. Yeah. Yeah, I got. Let's see here again, and Cindy is asking if gorilla gives birth to the new cubs, will Misha kill them if they come across them? I don't think so, Cindy. I don't think the mission unit will call them if they come across them. And obviously by then they will be away from the mother. But having said that, leopards do come back to the birth place. I've seen that many times from many different leopards, even lions as well. I've seen them coming back to the area where they were born and raised. So I don't think that the boss will kill the gorilla's new babies if she does get new cubs, which I think she is going to. And even the boys themselves, and then they might come across each other after they've gone their separate ways, and but it wouldn't be a very friendly relationship, and there'll be a bit of a aggressiveness between the two boys. And as they will be holding the different territories, which is another question, whether gorilla is going to leave the boys in the Western Gari, or are the boys going to go away and find their own territory somewhere. So we'll see that, and then as the time goes by, and I'm not going to predict anything for now, because I might be right or wrong. You never know. And again, there's another question from Luri. if gorilla has calves, and how long will she carry them or stay with them? If I got the question right. Again, it's very, very difficult to say, Larry, whether the gorilla is going to stay with the new cubs as long as she did with the boys, or shorter. And again, I'm not too sure if anyone knows how long did gorilla stay with the first litter, Tandy and Sasaka. And the boys, as I said earlier, that they are approaching the age of 2 years now. So, and then she's still with them, and she's still sharing food with them, and that sort of thing. So, as I said earlier, that and I've seen a leopard releasing the cub at a very young age of about 9 months. But generally, leopards can stay with the youngsters for a very long time or for a very short time. But I've seen the leopards staying with the cubs at the age of about 2 years, and sometimes 2.5 years thereabout. Who is up in a tree? That's Misho. Up in a tree, and you can tell by the towel. And then Duna has lost his white towel tip. So that must be Misho up in a tree up there. You can hear the other vehicle approaching the sighting. Might be Johnny.
Yeah.
There goes down. Yeah, go. From how many guests in the reserve? Morning. Morning.
Hey, Greg.
Morning. How many guests are in the reserve? That's from Chad. Wow, I've got no idea how many guests in the reserve. I know Vitella, Luge can. That's good. How many rooms? Good room, 8 rooms. So it can accommodate the maximum of. I'm not very good in mathematics. Can you help me, Mark? So if it's 8 rooms, that's 8 guests minimum, and the maximum of 16 guests. Yeah, that's right. Sit.
Yes.
There. Oh, hello, it's Korokoro Bichan.
Yes. Okay. You spend the night here. This train driver.
Yeah, 6 feet. How many times it takes before she comes
How long?
down?
How many times it takes?
No, how long?
How long? Oh, depends on her.
Yeah.
Depends on her.
The moment she's sleeping.
She's
Okay.
out cold. She'll probably have a little bit more of a feed during the day. Get one of the boys up.
She's there.
She's down there. She's one of the boys that are up there.
Yeah, I think it's Meshu up there. Well, looking
Yeah,
at
it's
the
one of
tail.
the boys that are up
And
there. You got to binoculars, check the pink nose, the very pink nose. So both boys are here, guys. Both boys and the mum.
Where's the other one?
Probably lying down there, apparently.
Mm.
The boy that we got there.
Where's the boy up here?
Yeah.
Is he still like that?
Yeah, she would probably let them.
Oh, it's not her.
No, it's not her. It's a boy. For the cat, yeah. They'll probably have it finished. They won't be here tonight. No, they probably were here earlier on. Maybe last night, later on last night.
This is a difficult question.
Yeah. I know, right? It's like seeing the tree. It's like seeing the tree.
She's moving.
stretching.
Yeah. So quite a bit gone, man.
Oh, sorry.
Wooden neck. There's not too much left, huh? No, there's not too much left.
It's Boogaloo. That one, the pants.
Yeah, from it.
I'm gonna try. Just gonna check the other boy here. It's very reflected in the ground. So it's too much grass here. So we'll take a quick look at Indiana just lying up in the grass here, and there's no way that we can be able to see the mother. She's currently lying up in the long grass, and as you can see, you can't really see much on Induna. Yeah, the tree where the kill is it's a scotia, weeping bourbon. Very, very beautiful tree, and it produces sort of a bright red flowers in spring. Just a clarification on Laurie's question earlier about gorilla. Asking about the gestation period of gorilla of the leopard and how long will she get the another set of cubs after she had a bed on the boy. So that's another question that is very, very difficult to guess, Larry. And now the repetition period is very short. It's only about 3 months. But she, and again, it also depends on how long it will get her to come into estrus after she had abandoned the cubs. But I don't think that it will be longer than a year or a year and a half or so. But yeah, it might be within that time of about 12 months or just over 12 months. Oh, and again, she might come to estrus shortly after she had released the boys. So it's kind of difficult to say.
Okay, thanks very much, Pete.
From? Oui. Kuna nyama. Try a different angle here.
Yeah. Maybe like that.
After you spray with nothing, this is the best you're gonna get.
Yeah. We can try and move a little bit forward. Might have a better view of Mish up in the tree. Is that better? And folks, who have just joined us now, and we are We're doing this live, this 100% live from a Jumagan Reserve, South Africa. And what you're seeing now, it's happening in real time. And my name is Patrick, presenting this morning. Mark behind the camera and Tara in final control. So if you've got any questions or any input to question, comment, information, just send it through to final control at safari.tv. And I'll always appreciate. I can hear some zebras calling the distance. Zebras or hornbills?
Zebra and then hornbills.
And hornbills, yeah. Yeah, it's the hornbill also calling. Way in the distances. And the zebras sound like they are outside our concession, probably calling from Arachusa airstrip, that area, in the southwest. There's that family of zebras that we saw in quarantine the other day was from Arachusa airstrip. They some of the guys said. So it could be the same family that we see in the dry season on Western Gari. Looking at something again. There's not much meat left on the carcass. So they might finish it during the course of the day. And move on.
You're watching something.
Definitely. Yeah, there might be something walking around in the vicinity. We can't see anything for now. It's quite thick where we are. So if it's a hyena, it'll be interesting to see the interaction here. Now, put his head down again.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Kirilla's still flat cat, so she hasn't moved since we had arrived here. Okay, copy. I'll try again, huh?
Mark, it was southern black-tip, huh?
Yeah.
Mugabe's friend.
Yeah.
He's the northern black-tip.
Morning, Jody. It's nice to hear from you this morning, Jody. And Jody wants to know, do leopards hunt during the day or at night, or it's kind of a both? Yeah, it is kind of a both, Jody. It just depends on the circumstances. And if the leopard is desperate for food, then it will hunt any time of the day. A gorilla hunting in the, I think it could have been between 28 and 32 degrees during the day. Excuse me.
What is that? Snoring.
Leopard, yeah. Oh, they're not hissing at us.
Right, I know. Mishu's is hissing at something, and Induna's hearing it. Maybe it isn't Fifi-card.
Probably, yeah.
And then Induna wakes up and then he thinks it's us that Mishu's hissing at, so he hisses at us.
Wow, it's amazing. Good morning, Caroline. Caroline is asking, I think she's obviously referring to the Mishu lying up in the tree there on the carcass. If Mishu is trying to protect it, kill from the other animals or other from his bride and the mother, or he just appeared to fall asleep on top of the kill. I don't think that he has just fallen asleep on the kill. So he's kind of protecting it and doesn't want to show his body. And I've seen both boys fighting over a carcass, especially when there's not much left in the carcass. Oops, there we go.
He's hissing at something.
Don't know what. He's licking his mother now. His mother's also awake now. He's also growling a bit up in the tree there. So Luna is walking over. Oh, you're gonna drop it. Oh. He nearly dropped the carcass.
What is problem in?
I don't know. It's suddenly hissing at something. I don't know, maybe it is mother lying on the ground or Duna also on the ground, but they did absolutely nothing. Yeah. So they've been very fat cat here all along. So not too sure what is what's going on with him up in the tree there. So he's trying to position the kill up in a tree. There's definitely not much left on the kill. There's just a little bit of a hind quarters and the head and the neck and the legs. I don't think they'll be here tonight. Sounds like he's eating now. He doesn't look as full as Nduna. I don't know, maybe.
Let's see if we can see him from the other side.
Yeah, let's just try and do that. Just gonna try and go around the other side. Morning.
I don't know. Apparently they were moving in this way. I think they might have found her.
Good morning to you, Jen. Jen wants to know how high do I think the kill is from the ground. I'll say it's probably about 6 or 7 meters off the ground.
I took it out of my ear.
Yeah, because,
Problem focus.
yeah, she said, yeah.
Okay, let's move it.
Sure. Try and move around out of sight. Good react to yourself. Goes all the way. Might ask me go to move try now. I want to drive around this like position the vehicle. Get shot.
Yeah, just come to help everyone. I like to falling down and go to the camping show. Come and stuff. Oh, I am falling down. I'm looking for. I like to follow some conzo for the show. Shop cook. Where is your last thing conzo for that?
Can hear him crunching bones up in a tree there. Looks like he's eating the head at the moment. Wow.
Yeah, maybe the clerk that is coming, maybe watching that. I'll come and give that.
I think that hissing was trying to tell the other leopards to stay away from him because he wants to start eating. He's hissing again. Yeah, just trying to keep everyone away from him at the moment. I'm sure everyone's enjoying this leopard as much as we do. Ephraim's still following up on that line tracks and it still hasn't had any luck yet. Mm.
The leopard in the area.
Oh. Yeah, go. Just getting a question. Good morning to you, Jamie. And Jamie is just asking why Gorilla hasn't released the boys yet, and what is my thoughts on that. Jamie, she's just not yet ready to release the boys, and when she's about to come into East Russell, she will definitely abandon the boys completely. And as I said earlier, that the leopards can stay with the youngsters as long as 2 years, 2.5 years thereabout, and then again the boys is just almost 2 years old, and it will be unusual if Gorilla can stay with the boys until they reach the age of 3 years, or even over than 2.5 years of age. But being at with the boys being at the age of almost 2 years, and it is normal for Gorilla to still be hanging around with the boys and feeding them as much as she can. Because the leopard will only release not only release the boys, but generally it will release the cubs when she is ready to come into estrus. So she's not yet ready to be mated and have the new sets of cubs. I hope I answer your question, Jamie. This was one of the baby impala that was born last year in November, December. So it was probably about 6 or 7 months old, the baby impala. This is the one who was just starting to grow.
He's seeing things.
You reckon?
Sure. Well, there's nothing here. This is a log.
And it's a bird flying around. Dranga. I think he's just warning the other leopards to stay away from him while he's busy feeding on the kill. That could also be possible. Dina's lying down on the ground and just on the other side, and the mother is also on the other side of the termite mound, and that's Misha up the tree, busy feeding on the impala kill. And the Pef and Induna are absolutely still on the ground, not showing any sign of going up the tree to join Misha for a meal. It's all up in tree there. Beautiful, eh? I think it's so everyone just wondering what Misha is growling or hissing at. I think so. I think he's just warning the bluff mud and the Indian to stay away from him while he's busy eating up the tree there. But Mike and I have been looking around here to see if we can see anything, but there's nothing here, just other than the birds shouting all over the place. I was under the impression that that there was maybe a hyena making his way in this area, but there's no sign of any hyenas or anything, just other than the birds and the two leopards lying down on the ground. So I figure he's just warning them to stay away from him. He's loving that head of young impala. I was asking if you can show the termite mounds.
Well, I can't because there's guests behind us. Just to have guests, I can't show.
Okay. Use your microphone away too much, eh?
Well, I'm just getting hissing on the radio, so I don't know.
When your mic, the camera microphone.
What am I sitting on?
No, the microphone, the camera.
There isn't one.
Oh, there's the one there. Okay.
Only the front mic.
And unfortunately, you won't be able to show the termite mounds for any movement because there's a guest at the back there. But Gorilla's very flat cat in the long grass. There is no way we can see her from this side, even from that side. And she was invisible. Oh, there she is. She's walking up the termite mound there.
But unfortunately.
Yeah, and again, it's very unfortunate, guys. Because of the guys there. That side of the termite mound. And she's just coming to pick up on the pieces of bones that Misha is dropping onto the ground. See, now he is hissing at Mom. Yeah, so she can't find any pieces of bones in that long grass.
It fell in that very, very long grass right at the top of the termite mound.
Yeah. Focus. Say focus.
It's in focus. I'll focus it more than it is.
Again. Says again.
Is it now?
Okay. There you go. Caroline wants to know, how do the boys know if the mother has made a kill? And when Karula made a kill, and she will obviously go and look for the boys and bring them to the kill, and they can pick up the smell of the blood or a carcass, and again they will also be able to know just by the body language towards them. And that's how they figure out if the mother has made a kill or not. But and again, while the mother is it's out looking for food, and the boys, they don't sit and do nothing. They also try and look for something to nibble on while they're waiting for the mother to come back and fetch them to the distant mill. So they can hunt skinny fowls, franklins, antelopes, and that sort of stuff. The other day, an eyewitness, I think it was in Luna, caught a scrub hare, and it was very, very amazing how caught that scrub. We were following them walking down the road, and literally Luna stopped and walked off the road, and I just had the scrub hare in a distress call, and then Michelle, Luna walked out with the scrub hare in his mouth. It was amazing. Okay, folks, for those who have just joined us for the last half an hour, and we are coming to you live from the Juma Game Reserve in the Sabi Sands, west of the Greater Kruger National Park. And my name is Patrick, presenting this morning, and Mark behind the camera, and Tara in final control. So if you've got any information, or question, comments, just say more than welcome to send it through to file control at safari.tv. Karina doesn't look as full as the boys. I'm not too sure how full is Misha up in the tree there, but he also didn't look as full as Induna. That's why he's trying to have that remains of Impala to himself. So he must have arrived here a little bit later. Very quiet on Western Gari this morning. Apparently Ephraim has got some elephants just outside of a concession, but it looks like they'll be making their way down towards Gari Dam at some stage this morning. So if you can just keep an eye up and down Gari Dam, they might pop out there in the next hour or so, Ephraim says. So that'll be nice. It could be the same breeding herd of elephant that came through yesterday afternoon while you were looking at the leopards. getting nice and warm now.
Maybe you are in the sunlight.
Oh, is it?
Too cold.
Still cold at the back there. The mic is still cold, he says. I've got the sun shining right in my face. This is something that we don't often see. Leopard lying up in a tree and feeding on the carcass. So it's nice to see something different sometime. Oh. Gee.
He's gonna fall. I mean, it's right on the end of the branch.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the branch is holding his weight.
Mark is just saying at the back that he's gonna fall because he's sitting right on the edge of the branch, and then the grey lure is shouting something way in the distance. Maybe they can see the fish up in the tree there from a very long distance. Wow. The small branches are holding his weight nicely, eh? Sure. Finished the head. Now he's gonna go for a neck.
See where Karula is.
Yeah, I can just see the movement of the grass there. Wow. This is very well hidden out. There we go. See how she well blends in with the grass there. So if you don't know that she's there, then you wouldn't know. She didn't find anything again this time. There are all the pieces of bones, and they're just falling on top of the grass, then on top of the termite mound. And Karula is looking on the ground. Kaka? Hello, Alison. Good morning to you, and welcome on board on the Jigger. Alison, we would like to know if the impalas are the most common antelopes for the leopards to hunt. Yeah, certainly they are, Alison. They're very common antelopes, the impala, and you find them all over the place. They are widely distributed all over the park. So that's why we call them mouthwash of the bush, because you find an impala on pretty much on every corner. And they're the very, very good size of the leopards to hunt. And the leopard will also hunt smaller antelopes such as steenbocks and duikies, bushbucks, and also nyala. And they will also hunt baby canoes, zebras. Also baboons and monkeys. The monkeys are also one of the favorite food for the leopards. So he's growling and feeding at the same time. And the mother has gone back to where she was earlier. The gorilla might try and hunt something again tonight. As she's not looking full at all, and actually she doesn't look like she has eaten anything. Maybe she could have eaten a little bit and went to go and find the boys, whoever they were, and bring them back to the carcass.